but also to remind them to be vigilant and responsible, keep attention.
Saying we got another hour till takeoff, at least.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah, man, they calling it a once-in-a-lifetime storm.
You ever notice how they use that more than they used to?
Yeah. Hey, listen, I heard we're not going to get until 4 a.m. That's if we're lucky. I don't see how y'all play games after stuff like this.
It ain't easy.
That's it. No inspirational message, nothing about mind over matter, no pain, no gain.
We're human. We're gonna be tired after sitting on this plane all night. No sleep. Being in this business means taking that tired and pushing through it. Turning that weakness into a strength.
Okay, but how?
Depends. Sometimes it slows you down, yeah, sure. But it can get you back in more of a half-court fundamentals mindset. That can get you back on track till you're ready to go full speed again.
How do you think the guys who hate flying handle this?
I mean, look at them. This is way worse for them. I mean, they just want to get it over with. Now they're sitting around thinking about it all night. Ugh.
What do you do when there's a big delay like this?
Oh, me? I sleep. You got any more questions, bro?
Nah, I'll let you go ahead and get your beauty rest.
Bet.
According to MP's social media feed, the team's plane was stuck on the tarmac for 6 hours due to inclement weather, and apparently they only checked into their hotel early this morning, so it'll be very interesting to see how they perform after a night of little to no sleep.
What do I do? You're not leaking info on the socials, understood?
Are you aware that the cameras
Enjoy those trips, huh? Report back soon. I'll do something wrong.
You can make fries, Jeff.
Once in a while, it takes some time. It is so much quicker when it's frozen.
Yeah, and honestly,
Okay,
I'm not that great with cutting
That's enough.
nice.
Just go take a break.
Feel that.
Don't
Crushed
walk
potatoes
in
take
front of the
take
camera.
time to process.
If you do
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. This is a great East-West matchup, GA. These are big-time rivals.
There's no secret. This is a big one. The fans know it. The players know it. The fact that they don't play each other as often makes it even more intense.
Well, not too long ago, MP has been very outspoken about them needing to win on the road. He feels like that's the ultimate test of this team. That if they can do that, they can pretty much do anything.
Well, and so far, MP is getting his wish. These guys have been nothing short of spectacular away from home. Every arena they walk into, they're the villain, and they seem to have embraced that. We'll test that theory again here tonight.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Majemski out there with MP. Then it's Denny Avdia, and there's Porzingis, and it's Martin in at the power forward. Offensive rebound, Martin, and finish off by Martin.
And, Kevin, that's a little taste of what can happen when the big guy takes it up strong.
Well, I guess he does have it in him, then, to get up off the ground when he needs to and rock it to the rim.
Well, we don't see him throw it down too often, but he's clearly got the size and ability to get up there.
Here's Duran. The Warriors making the shot. Clock at 6. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
You look at the Pistons stand, statistically pretty solid across the board.
Yeah, they're well balanced. They have guys with size, athleticism, skill. You got to give a lot of credit to the front office and these players for their hard work.
To stop the run, Porzingis with the block.
Yeah, it's not easy to keep a shot out of Porzingis' reach. He has such long arms.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. And for the Western Conference, we have a chance now to recognize our Player of the Week, MP.
And what can you say about how huge he has been for this offense? Everything he's done, from the scoring, the shooting, the playmaking, you take him out of the lineup and there's no telling just how different this team will.
Well, that's just their first make in 5 attempts. Maybe that bucket can ignite their offense.
A 3 from MP. And the Warriors, another 3.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Here's Cunningham. Here's Hardy. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham.
Yeah, there's Cunningham unselfishly giving up the ball. Great pass.
Here's MP. Detroit with the rebound.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Pass to Cunningham. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Porzingis.
Yeah, I like it when Cunningham's looking to score. That puts the defenses into some tough positions.
So both teams making some changes here. You know, Stan, when you talk about the skill set Cade Cunningham possesses, what impresses you most?
I think a couple of things, Kevin. Number one, his poise is outstanding. This guy never gets bothered by anything that happens in a game, by any type of adversity. He's just going to come back with the same mindset on the next play. And also, his shooting has improved so much that you've now got to defend him honestly on the perimeter, and that sets up the rest of his game.
1:32 left here in the first quarter. Over in the corner, Avdia. And here's MP for 3. And the Warriors, another 3.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Cunningham inside. MP's there. Cunningham gets the bucket.
Yep, and that's a confidence builder for Cunningham. Good to see him getting it done inside.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them.
Here's Udo, not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
Now, here's MP. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. Connects from three-point range. MP's got 26 points.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Wallace with the screen on Rollins. Pass to Cunningham. good. Nice job down low. Cunningham's got 10 points.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. The Warriors on top, leading by 17. And will return shortly. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. In a very convincing performance here from the Warriors so far.
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
Yeah, it's the kind of offense every coach loves to see. Selfless and smart.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin the second quarter. They've got MP. He's out there with Rollins. And it's Delk in at the 4 slot. Now, here's Cunningham. We saw him with 29 points last game. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Cunningham can spin his way out of a tornado. What a great handle.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Pelicans really lit up the floor. He dropped an amazing number of points, and that was a season high for him. Putting in a performance like that one really builds momentum in your direction. We'll see how far he rides that wave tonight, guys.
Great stuff as always, Allie. Thank you. Greg, it was obvious. He was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Collins against Rollins. The step back jumper is good.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off just sensational stuff.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout, looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And some changes here for the Warriors. Avdia comes in for Dunleavy. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Rollins. And we've heard some coaches complaining about players getting away with traveling. Is that something, Greg, the league needs to clean up?
Well, it's inevitable that a few of those calls are going to be missed. But listen, you'd rather have that than officials whistling travels that didn't happen.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy. And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And this game has MP's fingerprints all over it. He is really cooking.
And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
And being slow on your rotations is a killer. There's not a team in the league that won't punish you for that.
And here's MP for 3. For Detroit, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Shades. Detroit, no good that time either. And here's Golden State. They're on a 13-4 run. MP, no good. And for the Pistons, they're shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. And you talk about size, coach, strength, and bounce. Jalen Duren drawing comparisons now to a young Dwight Howard.
Yeah, he certainly is, Kevin. And look, I like to be careful when we're making those kind of comparisons with a young player and a Hall of Famer like Dwight Howard. But there are similarities with the athleticism and the relentless approach to defense and rebound.
From downtown, rebounded by Cade Cunningham. Detroit's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Launches it. Warriors with the rebound. They are a hot team right now. 7 consecutive wins and looking for number 8 tonight.
Well, I think they've found something. I like how they're executing. They're playing with a lot of energy. We'll see if they can keep it going.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Collins with it. MP's there. Off on the layup. And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on a 16-4 run. Got that one up quick. MP's got 42 in the game.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
24 seconds left here in the second. And finished off by Collins.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
The Warriors have gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter. Up over 50%. A nice shot by MP.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Now, here's Cunningham. Over MP, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. The Warriors on top, opening up a huge gap. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2K Sports.
Welcome, everybody. Before we talk about the first half, a breakdown of the injuries around the league.
They're missing their multi-tool. Barnes does a little of everything for them, so it's not next man up, it's next men up.
Yeah, complete team effort.
And turning back to our first half, things going well, extremely well for Golden State.
Normally I'd say you want a versatile attack. But the way they're shooting the three ball, I don't know about that.
Versatile or versatile, this game is about as uncompetitive as we have seen. That'll do it for our show tonight.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
Cunningham is out there with Hardy. Then it's Duren. It's Clifford at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for Detroit right now.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And there's the bucket from MP.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
And here's Cunningham. Following the three-pointer by MP. Pass to Clifford. Porzingis with the block. There's a good screen. Over in the corner, Cunningham. And finally they hit one. Cunningham's got 14 points for the game.
Yeah, they get one to fall. Now 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. The Pistons are improving on both ends, but particularly on defense. Cade Cunningham said, everybody is stepping up on that end and taking the challenge to guard. We have a good system that allows us all to play our strengths. We're still hungry, though. We're not satisfied at all. Kevin?
More to prove. Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. And the Warriors, another 3.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
And here's Hardy. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. They swipe it. Pass to Cunningham. And Duren slams it in.
Well, the numbers will show that Duren is one of the top offensive rebounders in the game. He is a high motor player.
MP. Good.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
Now, here's Hardy. clock at 6. Pass to Clifford. And it's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here. And the Pistons making a change here. Collins is checked in. Different look here for the Warriors. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Stolen away. Cunningham against MP. He got it again. Sensational. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
And a wide open look for Cunningham. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Well, that's his first three here in the second half. Gotta think he'd like a few more of those.
And so MP will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. And the Warriors, another three.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
Pass to Clifford. Fires for three. And here's Hardy. Collins wide open. He fires. Good on the three-point shot. Collins has got 7 points.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
And here's MP for three. And another three for Golden State.
Well, look, MP is such a competitor. Immediately getting those 3 points back.
Outside Collins. Tries the spin move over MP. Shot by Collins, no good. Warriors have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the field here in the third, coming out of the break very hot. A nice shot by MP.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive three balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Cunningham passes to Collins. There's the drive, and stolen by MP. Pass to Newman. Back to MP. The three. Yet another bucket.
What a game. That's 72 points.
He's been simply, Greg, sensational throughout this one. Now Cunningham to end the run. And that one's good. Hardy's got his second bucket.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And so it's MP making things happen for the Golden State Warriors. A sensational night for him continues as he cranks his three-point made total even higher on what has been a historic night for him. Back to the action in just a minute. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The Warriors shooting the lights out in this one. And here's MP for three. And he's good on the three ball.
Look, this guy is clearly on a heater from deep. If you're the defense, you cannot allow him to shoot it from out there.
The Pistons have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. There's the lob to Duran. And that one is off.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control. They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Lets it go from deep. Second shot opportunity, and all around the rim that time before dropping in.
Hey, those second chance points are found money. Tremendous effort there.
There's the three, and good. He hits it again. And there's 80 points.
Wow. Just wow. This guy right now on another level.
Well, Stan, one expression you hear, foul baiting. players using sneaky tricks to draw a foul.
Yeah, look, Kevin, I'm not a huge fan of that, of guys developing that as a skill. But I will say this. It only works against undisciplined defense. If defense has the discipline to stay solid and fundamental, then you're not going to get baited into those things. And a lot of times, those foul baiters end up taking bad shots.
Well, the grimace of pain tells it all. He's hurt, and let's hope he's okay.
And I feel like we see this all too often. Injuries, they play such a big part of the game.
Yeah, these kind of things really test your depth. Hopefully, it's not too serious.
And you know what? This guy is just a natural born scorer.
Here's Collins over MP. Collins, good.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
And here's MP for three. Rebounded by the Pistons.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Warriors.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And the one thing that stood out about these guys all season long, their resiliency to come out and play hard and win games. We've watched some epic battles that they've played, and tonight will mark their 64th win in the year. Something else.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for MP.
Well, he was the reliable option for them on just about every possession. So dependable, always making the right decision.
Pass to Hardy. There's the triple. Rebounded by Ellis. And so MV will bring it up for Golden State. Drops in the layup for two.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You'd never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Now let's go to Jennifer Quintana.
MP, we've all seen the video. You were stuck on the runway for hours last night, only getting into town in the early morning, but you came away with the win. Talk about it.
Nothing you can do about the weather, right? Yeah, we knew we had to dig a little deeper tonight, and we were able to work together and find another gear when we needed it. Just hope the people in the communities hit by the storm are coming out on the other side okay.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much, MP.
Thank you.
Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, Jennifer. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. And we'll see you next time